You're listening to the Foreign and International Medical Graduate Show, a podcast to inspire physicians in the process of immigration to the United States and access to graduate medical education. We create meaningful and helpful content that motivates medical students and doctors throughout the world, with the goal of creating a community that supports itself and gives feedback to each other, that stays updated with the most recent tips and advice on how to make it in America and become a successful resident or fellow in the speciality of your dreams. Dr. Alonso Osorio is board certified and residency trained in both emergency and family medicine and will be bringing you 20 years of his personal experiences, struggles, and motivation. We'll be chatting with people like you to talk about the lessons they've learned along their personal path, how to make an impact, and how we can all benefit from it. Also, we'll analyse the current resources available and how to benefit from them. Thanks for joining us. Please enjoy the show.
Hello, and welcome to the podcast. Welcome. Hey guys, so here we are. It's hard to be here tonight. It's September the 30th of 2021. And as you have seen, it's been really hard for me to keep up with the production of the podcast. As you are recently aware, I moved March 3rd, and during the summer, I spent a quite significant amount of time traveling back and forth. Since March, I've been traveling back and forth, working with my new job, and especially during the summer, it was a remarkably busy time. Also, during the months of August and September, COVID was around and we were working brutal hours. And at some point in time, you have to learn when to say no. I was saying yes and yes and yes and yes. And I read this something somewhere, and I don't remember in what book or who did I hear it from, but the more yes you say, the less possibility to say yes to your own family, to your loved ones. And the more no's will allow you the possibility to do a few more quality yeses. My commitment has not ended here. I still consider myself an advocate for foreign medical graduates. And what I'm trying to get to is to let you know about that this is going to be, for now, the last episode of the Foreign and International Medical Graduate Podcast. Motivation might play a role into this. The growth lately has stalled because of the lack of production, and if you don't put material, obviously, the following decreases. But I also want to make you aware that it's been an honor and a pleasure to have shared my experiences, my life experiences with you. It is not easy to be right now 43, and I look back and I realize that I'm in the middle of my career. I still have probably 20 more years to go. I've been practicing now for 21 years in the United States, and the podcast allowed me to grow as a person, to show that I'm capable to do an altruistic, non-for-profit type of work for people. My goal, my purpose, my intention was to transfer the message of those few people that we had over into the podcast and my own personal feelings, thoughts, and experiences throughout my career. Another reflection that came into my mind before I went to sleep in my pillow was the ruminating thought of the fact that I feel that I need to spend more time with my family. Family has become more crucial, more important. My older son is 8 and he has become a decent tennis player and he's remarkably dedicated. My daughter, she's 6, she requires a lot of attention, and we're trying to develop her sports career and try to work with them. I have also had the need to spend quite a little bit of time with their mother, coordinating their new school and all the demands and traveling and sports. And in summary, I'm just going to be honest with you. Whenever I'm not at work, which I love my job and I'm happier than ever and making more money than I ever made. You know, remember, it's not about money, but when you put all those factors together, your personal satisfaction, your job satisfaction, your family life, what else is out there? It's you guys. You guys gave me the motivation. You guys gave me an inspiration. You have been so supportive at downloading, receiving, and inquiring for my personal assistance, coaching, and development efforts. So, having said all that, it's sad that after 70 plus episodes over the last 2 years, year and a half, I have to say that I'm going to take a pause. I don't know if it's a short-term pause, if it's a long-term pause, if it's a final pause. No matter what I have in mind is take a moment to sit back, concentrate on my family, relax, do other things that I want to do. And I'm going to be honest with you. I'm playing more tennis. I want to play more tennis. I want to exercise even more. I want to continue growing as a physician. I don't know if I'm going to pursue an MBA. For now, that's only in the debate of what's going to happen in 22. I don't know if I want to head that way or not. I'm completing my courses as an executive of the College of Physician Executives, working hard on that, trying to grow as a person, as a father, as a husband, and yes, try to be a better physician. I think in this late stage of my career, mature state of my career, this is going to be year number 22 of practicing medicine. I feel that I need to concentrate on endurance, resilience, and have to tape myself to get ready for the next 20 years. I'm not feeling any younger. Injuries are coming and leaving. It's harder to lose weight. It's harder to get quality of sleep. It's harder to bounce back from night shifts. It's harder to do 12-hour shifts. It's harder to concentrate for longer periods of time. It's harder to multitask. Having said that, I feel I'm aging, despite the fact that I'm 43 and a half years old. Life is changing. The world has changed. And as sad as I feel about this, I think the moment has come to realize that it's been a pleasure to be part of your lives. I want to thank you for allowing me to be inside your brains, in between your ears, and to feed a few thoughts into your experiences. And I can only wish you the best. I hope then when OsorioMD.com comes back, I hope to give something different, energetic, more brief, and just revamp the whole thing. In the meantime, my website will still be open. Consulting opportunities are going to be closed from now on, and I'm going to focus on my personal development. I want to see what's left for my incoming 20 years of my career. I'm extremely satisfied for what I have done. I'm looking forward to this second stage of my life. And it is okay to be reflective. It is okay to say, I'm done, I have to stop. And some people might say, oh, he's just giving up, whatever. No, I don't think that's the case. I think for the last year and a half, I have given you tips of advice, motivation, and personal experience of me and many other people that will help you make it in America. Not only as a person, as a doctor, but in general, it will kind of allow you to be hopefully more experienced and avoid you to suffer with all these bumps in the road that we all have had. Well, guys, having said that, Dr. Alonso Javier Osorio Giraldo from Bucaramanga, Colombia, is extremely thankful. I'm extremely thankful to my parents, to my father, Eliseo, that with his hard work, personal commitment, and financial assistance, put me through education in Colombia, helped me to get through my education in the United States. For my mom, the same, very supportive with every meal, every hug, every shoulder to cry that she had available, every reasonable voice that she had to offer, being a quiet, receptive person, and always being a very loving, careful mom. I want to thank you for all that. My grandmother, Delia Mantilla Suarez, remarkably influential in my life, in my career. I think I am who I am because of who she was and how much she loved me. So thank you to her that she's now in heaven. And thank you to my brother for the last 2 years after that horrible family situation that we had about the kidnapping. He has taught me that life is more simple. And I think he's one of the reasons why I'm putting a stop to this. It is time to spend more time with him, and it's time to spend more with my nephews, with my own family. And life is too short. I've seen so much death, so much dying, so much suffering, so much burnout during the last few months with this COVID Delta variant epidemic that I think is coming to an end, that it is just proper in the right moment to know when to say goodbye. So I talk about my mom, my dad, my brother. I want to thank my wife, my entire family in Medellin, in Bogota, and also a very much a special person that I carry in my heart, Dr. Kelly O'Keefe. Dr. Kelly O'Keefe is the residency program director that gave me the opportunity to come into the United States. And he's like a father for me, and he has been a mentor throughout my life. And I want to thank him for the 1 million time of the opportunity that he gave me to become a better doctor in the United States, a better physician, and the opportunity to literally triplicate my income, my quality of life, and give me the opportunity to learn from him and many other people over the last 15 years since I graduated from emergency medicine. Obviously, I want to thank for the people that gave me the opportunity to come into the United States. Dr. Stageman, I don't know if he's still around, in 2003 at the University of Nebraska Medical Center, for giving me my H-1 visa, my immigration possibilities into the U.S. To the many people that had received me very well in Nebraska, many cities across Iowa, Florida, Texas, and California. To every patient that so far has given me the strength, and they have taught me and made me more humble as the days have gone by. I have learned from each one of you, and you have made me a better doctor, a better person. And if I'm forgetting anyone, please forgive me. I love you all. I hope you understand that you all have given me so much. Oh, and I forgot to mention my attending physicians in Universidad Industrial de Santander. They gave me a fantastic education. Dr. Hugo Bolivar, he was the dean of the medical school, and he was always very supportive. Dr. Rosendo Castellanos, dear friend, attending physician, as well, extremely powerful within the university system in Bucaramanga, Colombia, who helped me so much. And I cannot thank enough to all of you that have helped me throughout my life and my career. So thank you again. Well, I hope we stay in touch. I hope you continue to listen, download. I'll keep my eyes on it. And if I come back, I promise you I'll come back with something new, something different, a spin to it. I have the material, I have the equipment, I have the software, I have the headphones, I have a closet, I have everything that I need to make it happen again. So if you guys have an idea, want to think about something that we can probably cooperate, partner up, or launch in the near future or in the long-term future, just let me know. Hit me up at info@osoriomd.com. I'll be around, and with the deepest feeling of thankfulness, I want to say goodbye. I love you all. Thank you for what you did for me, and I appreciate your support. Stay in touch. Goodbye.